What's going on? This is Coach Marcus on Pro Fan Talk, and the talk is over. Everything has been written, and the Eagles are going to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Great games this afternoon. The Eagles game came out, ran the ball well. 49ers defense played as good as advertised, but you cannot sustain that type of play when you're getting zero offensive help. After Purdy went out, it seems like Shanahan really didn't know what to do. And he was frustrated by his limitations. What are you going to do with a fourth string quarterback that probably didn't get any reps in practice and was forced in there because of another strip sack by Hassan Reddick? And again, I will argue that he should be Defensive Player of the Year, at least in the conversation. But he came to play. Our defense played pretty well. I hate to see the fact that our tackling issues popped up again. We should have held San Francisco to no touchdowns. That run by CMC was awesome. As a running back, chef's kiss, bro. Kept your feet moving, kept your head up, bounced off tackles. They didn't wrap you up, and you kept it going to the end zone. Marcus Epps comes in there, lowers his head, and misses the tackle. CMC jumps right over him and keeps it moving. And then Gardner Johnson comes in, tries to make another big hit, but doesn't wrap up. And these are foundation things that we shouldn't have to be worried about in a game like this. However, with all that being said, we got the job done. Defense held them to 7 points, and we put 31 on them, and we did it by running the ball. And in the second half, they really didn't have an answer for us. We started out fast. Great catch by Devontae Smith. I know it was contested after the fact, but props to Devontae Smith for recognizing that it could have been overturned and getting everybody to hustle up and get to the line. Now, the one thing I will say is when he starts doing that signal where he put his hands together, kind of something like that, everybody understood what that meant. So that means that is something that they have practiced. That is something that they have talked about. That is being aware of your situation and reacting to it. And everybody is on the same page when something like that happens. So props to Sirianni having them ready specifically for a situation like that. That's next level coaching. Everybody recognized it. Jalen Hurts recognized it. They got to the line, snapped the ball, and they couldn't review the play. And by the time they got to it and they started showing it on the replays and stuff like that, we had already put 6 on the board. So big props to everybody on our offense and our coaching staff for having them boys ready in a specific situation like that. That probably most times is not going to happen. But we came out second half, ground and pound. Shane Steichen stuck with the run. Now, some of the play calling, I'm not going to nitpick. It is what it is. The one thing I will say is when you're coming across linebackers that are that fast, you have to run at them. You are not going to be able to run around them. But new day, new play. We've got 2 weeks to get ready for Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and those Kansas City Chiefs, because that's going to be a game. And I hope Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon are prepared for the chess match, because Andy Reid is a hell of a coach. Andy Reid is a hell of a coach. So is Shanahan. So is DeMeco Ryans. So we got up for that challenge. Now we got to get up for the next one, because this one is for all the marbles. So I am so excited. All of the teams and all of the talk and everything that you do in preseason all comes down to this point right here. This is what everybody fights for. This is what everybody works for. When you watching Hard Knocks, or you get an opportunity to go to camp and watch a team practice, and when they break it down and all that kind of stuff, this is the opportunity that they are fighting for from the word go. And only two people can have that opportunity, and only one of those two is going to come out on top. So we are the best of the best. They can talk all that smack they want about the NFC least, weak schedule, all of that. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. We are where everybody else wants to be. And we get the opportunity to play for a ring. We'll talk about all of the other stuff that happened, the 5 years from our last championship to now. That's another conversation in itself. And the things that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie have done and our coaching staff is beyond amazing. Beyond amazing. From everything that happened after we won that first one with Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson getting up out of here. Then we getting Jalen Hurts. Then we hiring Sirianni and the press conference scenario. All of that. You look at all of those situations and you fast forward until now. Nobody would have ever believed it. Nobody would have ever believed Nick Sirianni was that dude. Nobody would have ever believed Jalen Hurts was that dude. Nobody would have ever believed Howie Roseman could have pulled the trigger on A.J. Brown. We're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. So we got 2 weeks to get ready. There's going to be a lot of talk the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try to get some people on. I'm going to try to get my boy Jason Dunn on, from the former Philadelphia Eagle and former Kansas City Chief. So I definitely want to talk to him. But I am going to be efforting to get some Super Bowl people who have been in the Super Bowl. I might try to get Myron back on again. A lot of people I'm going to be reaching out to. It's Super Bowl week, and we are in the dance. Go Birds.